should not climb on the furniture or walls.
Krampus has officially shown up. What was it like working with Christopher Lloyd?
That I was cursing at an escape room.
What? No!
Big day. We're currently at Universal Studios. We're here for like a little media event. They are officially opening Universal's Great Movie Escape. I have been so excited for this. I love escape rooms, right? And the two properties are some of my favorite franchises of all time, right? One is gonna be based off Jurassic World. The other one is gonna be based off Back to the Future. I am like a hardcore die-hard fan. We cosplayed as Marty today from part 2. The only thing I couldn't do is get the Nike Air Maxes because they're like $15,000. So today, guys, we're gonna do a full, brutally honest review. What are my thoughts about the new escape room? First off, we're gonna start with the Back to the Future one. Then we're gonna be able to do some interviews with some of the creative team to kind of get some inside knowledge behind the magic of making this themed escape room. And then we're gonna end the day with the Jurassic World Escape Room. I don't think you understand how excited I am. I've always like dreamt like, oh man, it'd be awesome to be in like a Back to the Future or Jurassic Park escape room, and it's happening. Okay, so you walk in, there's an elevator. Over here we have some costumes. This is gonna be Henry Wu's costume from Jurassic World. See some little raptor eggs down there on the InGen asset checklist. Blue, B420, breed Velociraptor, age 3, weight not available. It's not microchipped. It says Blue is 39 meters long and 1.7 meters tall. And then we have Owen Grady's costume. I feel like I should be just like doing this, looking at the costume. And then down here, we have the ACU, the tranquilizer that they try to use. So over here, they have Doc Brown's costume from part 3. Now, if you didn't know, in part 2, Doc Brown is wearing the shirt. It kind of foreshadows what happens in part 3 with the train and the horses. This is really cool to see these costumes. So they have another costume over here. It's gonna be Doc Brown's costume from the pre-show from Back to the Future ride from the Institute of Future Technology. There's the shirt from part 2 that he's wearing with his lab jacket. Now we asked, and these are all reproduced. They are not props from the filming of the movies or the pre-show. So this used to be a nightclub. They've completely redid it. They built this. It looks like an old-timey movie theater. This is where you're gonna check in over here. I just asked, there is a discount for the escape rooms. For team members and for annual pass holders, it's gonna be a 15% discount. Plenty of places to sit and kind of chill out. They have different trivia about Universal Studios. Small little gift shop over here. Back to the Future, Out of Time. Looking at $25 for that. Got some Back to the Future mugs and Jurassic World mugs. $28. We got this short sleeve shirt for Jurassic World. First, I thought these were like cigars, but it's a tiny little puzzle of the design. Universal Great Movie Escape. You have a drawstring bag. It's gonna be $28. I'm really digging this design that they made. This reminds me of Ready Player One. Remember kind of the opening race, right? There's the DeLorean going and there's like King Kong and everything, but cool to see the Indominus right there. So I'm digging this design that they made. Now for $60, they have this black hoodie. It's got that same wonderful design on the back. But I love this design on the sleeve. It's like a little maze and it goes down to the logo for the Great Movie Escape. On the front of the hoodie, it says Universal Great Movie Escape. For $26, they have this baseball cap. It's gonna be embroidered in gold of the logo. And for $35, I'm digging the shirt. It's got like a little tie-dye feel to it. Feels like an old band shirt or something. It's got that same wonderful design. $12, they have a little toothpick holder. For $15, they have some magnets. For $14, there's a little keychain. Then for $12, there's a little pin. And last but not least, they have a mug here with that wonderful design. We're looking at $13 for this design. It says on the back, Universal's Great Movie Escape. There's a little film reel here. It says T2 3D. Is that the Terminator attraction? The 3D film reel? Travis is gonna model off the little photo op here right there. Oh, look at that. Back to the Future Escape Room is on the first floor, and then on the second floor, that's right, there's 2 stories. You go up there, and that's gonna be the Jurassic World Escape Room up there.
Kid, I'm busy. Make an appointment with my secretary. These days.
Universal City Studios. Like you can see like the old tours happening. So they have a balcony. You can come out here, enjoy your drinks because the bar is right there. But kind of like chill out and watch the crowds at City Walk. It is time to go in. We're gonna show you everything. We're gonna kind of tell you what to expect if you're coming here with your family. Is it worth paying $50 per person to go do this? I'm a very harsh critic, and this is like a beloved classic to me. So I'm not gonna spoil it for you guys, but I'm gonna give you a general overview of what happens on inside there.
You guys are in store for a treat. We have two amazing escape adventures in store for you today that we can't wait for you to experience. And to kick things off, I'd like to introduce you to TJ Manarino, who is the Vice President of Entertainment, Art, and Design. And he and his team have done the incredible job and had the honor of bringing this really, really awesome experience to life.
So for us, as you can see, it is probably one of a first-of-a-kind type of escape room adventure. These are much different than maybe you might have been familiar with. But for us, it actually has been inspired by Universal's great movie history. Over 100 years of movie making has been, experience for Universal itself. And we give you the history of Universal when you come to the lobby. And for us, we went and got our most popular brands, Jurassic World and Back to the Future. We collaborated with our filmmakers on these and Amblin Entertainment and Universal Pictures to come up with unique stories that actually are very authentic, that expand the brands themselves and bring you and put you actually in those environments with those characters of those wonderful films. It was also very exciting for us to basically give you a sense of storyline. Storyline is very important for us, and these experiences are definitely taking to a whole new level, story type of experience. We've spent over 2.5 years in development on these type of experiences, and we've worked with industry experts to kind of come up with what is the best type of way to create an experience like this, at the same time taking a lot of our rich history of creating world-class attractions and award-winning shows that we have here at Universal Orlando Resort. The things that make us very excited about this type of experience is that you get 8 fully immersive show scenes. You actually spend close to an hour with these brands as you go through these wonderful stories that we've created for you. The things that probably are the most exciting though, as we could tell about the story itself, is that we actually fit the size of the experience to the group that goes through. So everybody is involved, nobody feels like they're left out. At the same time, we can randomize the experience so everything is different every time you come. We can adjust the game level or the experience level for beginners and experts, so anybody who goes, everybody has a great time together. And in the end, a little comment to end your conversation is that we throw you right in the action. We depend on you to drive the story forward, and you at the end become the hero who saves the day. And so congratulations and welcome to Universal's great movie experience.
Now they do have a locker system, so if you want to go into the escape room, and if you have stuff in backpacks and you don't want to carry it with you, it's going to be $5 for 90 minutes.
The mindset you go into with an escape room is the exact opposite of what you're going to want to deal with here. Here is a lot more about the narrative, it's a lot more about the story. So, but first we're going to watch this little instructional video, and then we'll come through and we'll chat. Enjoy.
Welcome to Universal's Great Movie Escape, where instead of merely being spectators, you get to be fully immersed into your favorite films. Soon, you'll be physically interacting with environments, characters, and stories that run in tandem with 2 of Universal Pictures' most notable blockbusters. Just inside these doors is where your journey will begin. Before you get started, we recommend that you finish any food or beverages as they may attract a dangerous predator or cause a rip in the space-time continuum. It's also important that we take you through some valuable safety guidelines so that you can get the very most out of your experience. Universal's Great Movie Escape is a highly interactive and immersive walk-through puzzle adventure containing loud sound effects, intense visual effects, and varying light levels. You should not experience this attraction if you have medical sensitivity to strobe lights, fog effects, a fear of enclosed spaces, have had recent surgery, or have any other conditions that may be aggravated by this experience. If at any time you wish to exit the experience, you or someone in your party should exhibit the exit signal by raising both hands above your head in an X pattern, and an attendant will be with you shortly to assist. Everything you need within the room is in reach. You should not climb on the furniture or walls or dig into the floor for any reason. Also, no excessive force is required. Anything meant to be opened or manipulated in any way will not need to be forced or pried. This is a fully immersive experience. There is no photography or video recording allowed, and smoking is prohibited. The rooms are equipped with surveillance cameras, and you will be monitored at all times so that we may assist you throughout your journey. Please make sure to move at an efficient pace and keep up with your group. If for any reason your experience is interrupted or comes to a stop, an attendant will be with you shortly to assist. Your escape adventure awaits you. Good luck, safe travels, and most importantly, have fun!
Did a little pre-show. We're about to go in. I asked about the bathroom situation, right? Hashtag Crohn's, I gotta know all about the bathroom. In normal escape rooms, if you gotta go, you can leave and come back. They were saying, if you leave, you can't come back. Like, you are immersed in the experience. You have to have an emergency exit. You emergency exit while the rest of your team finishes. So, on that note, let's make like a tree and get out of here. We're heading in, Back to the Future. Out of time, here's the door. I'll see you on the other side. We're gonna take a little break, and then I'm gonna be interviewing some of the creative team behind the escape rooms.
So my name is Ramon Paradoa. I am one of the assistant show directors on the creative development team with art and design at Universal Orlando.
TJ Manarino. I'm the vice president for entertainment art and design.
So what was your favorite part of working on this project?
Working with this guy.
Likewise.
Coming up with a whole new experience for our guests. For me, I've been a part of interactives with Universal for 100 years, and to be able to kind of bring something new to life that our guests really haven't had a chance to really see before is exciting, and it's also difficult. I said, with the design team and the creative team and working back with the filmmakers and stuff, you know, as we started to explain what we wanted to do, everybody was like, well, what is that? And it was hard to say, well, it's like this, or it's kind of like that, because it isn't. You know, creating something that's brand new really is kind of foreign to most people, and being able to kind of talk them through it has really been a challenge, but has also been what really has driven us, I think, as designers and creators, to come up with how do we make that really successful, and how do we make that really become something that people haven't done before. And I think we feel actually we've been successful.
If you had a DeLorean, what year would you go to, and what event would you want to see?
I'd probably go, and this is a very cliche answer, but I'd go opening day of Universal Orlando, and I would be here for the opening day of this theme park. This theme park means so much to me in my life. As a kid, I didn't get to come here until, 2001, 2002. So I think I'd come here opening day, see what this looked like in its very first stages, and get to experience that. Because as a kid growing up, I was up north, I wasn't in Florida yet. I wanted nothing more than from Nickelodeon Studios and to come to that first version of Universal.
So I would take the DeLorean and actually go, you know, again, 20 years in the future and see what this actually experience is and how much this type of experience has grown.
What was it like in the planning stages? How much did the story change over the course of your brainstorming?
When we started, most of it was all designed about how do we get the best narrative, but at the same time, what is the right challenges that really kind of work together with that narrative, because they have to fit. You can't have us doing something and telling a different story. But so I think at the beginning it was actually phenomenal how they really crafted the story that really met and fit all of the requirements that we needed about how we had to move you through the space, really kind of making sure that it was right for our guests, because we know our guests are going to be fans of these brands, and we can't make it too foreign so they don't understand what they were doing or don't feel like they didn't get what they wanted to, you know, do in these brands.
The process of conceptualizing the characters that we have in the experiences, Nico in Back to the Future and Riley in Jurassic World, was so fun for us. Seeing those characters evolve from the very initial, okay, we have an idea of what these characters are going to look like, how they're going to help our guests through these experiences, to seeing what they've become has been so cool. And I think, you know, we're all really proud of how those characters turned out and the role they play in the experience that people are going through. It's really special.
What was it like working with Christopher Lloyd?
We wanted each of these experiences to be as authentic as possible. Part of that was being able to bring somebody like Chris Lloyd in to reprise his iconic role as Dr. Emmett Brown. It was a dream come true for all of us. It was super surreal. Getting to hear him reprise his role, continue this character in this new story that we're presenting is just a dream come true for all. It was incredible. We all had it was a pinch me moment for all of us.
A heartfelt moment, yeah. I know. When we were doing the recordings, and I happened to be not within the room at the time, but some of the team that was doing the recording had to take a moment, stepped out of the room going, oh my God, this is Christopher Lloyd. And all of us were like, again, we're not only fans of the franchise, we love the film, and to be able to kind of bring that authenticity to our brand, our stories here, was like it made it, worthwhile for everything.
Can we hear your best Great Scott?
Great Scott! Great Scott!
Now they have a bar in here. They have 8 specialty cocktails, and then also at the bar you can purchase some snacks. You got M&Ms and peanuts. Here's a quick little rundown of all the specialty cocktails. They're gonna have the Smoke and Mirrors. There's gonna be Wake Up Juice. There's gonna be the Grand Banks Swizzle, the Gigawatt Glow, the Raptor Bite, the Silent Era, the Hill Valley Gin and Tonic, and then for mocktails they're gonna have the Hoverboard Highball or the Nublar Cooler. Now first off, we're gonna try the Hoverboard Highball, pineapple juice, agave nectar with lime juice and tonic. A wonderful little mixture. It's gonna get like an 8.5. Behind the scenes of how a vlog gets made. Look at everybody following left to right. Then we're gonna try the Raptor Bite. It's gonna be El Jimador Blanco Tequila, mango juice, triple sec, lime juice, smoked chili bitters with jalapeno. Try a little Raptor Bite. You're getting like a poof of the jalapeno. It's like a very watered down jalapeno, so it's not spicy. It's more of like a cool citrusy drink with a little hint of the jalapeno. Raptor Bite, I think we'll do like a 7.5 out of 10. It's something cool. Now let's do the Wake Up Juice. We're gonna try the Wake Up Juice. It's gonna be a Old Overholt Rye, Kahlua, and Angostura bitters. Oh my god, that was wonderful. Very smooth, easy to go down. It's not gonna wake you up, it's gonna chill you out. That's a 10 out of 10. I really enjoy that.
It's a must.
And then we're gonna try the Gigawatt Glow, New Amsterdam Vodka, Blue Curacao, lime juice with Sprite.
No, I mean, I ordered it.
It's got like a good berry, kind of like a Powerade sort of flavor. I'm gonna do like an 8 out of 10 on that. On like a hot day, that's kind of what you're want to have. They're calling for us to go to the second escape room. Okay, drinks, very good. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, because again, can't exit and go to the bathroom. All right, let's show the bathroom off. Love the design of that. Pretty big bathroom. We're having a good time. Very nice. Time to put everything in the locker. I will see you on the other side.
Where we're going to next? The Jurassic World Escape. Behind those doors, danger awaits.
We just finished. That was a lot of fun. And then when you exit, they have a little photo up here and take it next to the giant Indominus Rex. Bad news, we tried to go to the Green and Red Coconut Club afterwards, and it's closed for a private event. We're gonna head into Universal Studios real quick. There's a couple little updates we gotta talk about. I'm still kind of like reviewing in my head of my thoughts of the escape room. So we'll do a whole review and rundown back at the office. Let's go into Universal Studios real quick and see a little update. We've made it into Islands. We gotta go to the All Hallows Krampus boutique because Krampus has officially arrived now. As we saw, last time we were here, we said that Krampus was gonna be showing up on December 5th. It's been after December 5th, and he should be there. They said they're gonna be putting a figure or something, so I'm excited to see that. I just love this tree and all the lights that they have. It does look like they have some of the Holly Hornites phone cases and magnets half off. Nightmare Fuel and the Universal Monsters for iPhone Pro. Selling all these like little glasses now. They're all Christmas themed. There's no lenses. They're pretty fun and festive. This is what we're here for. Earlier in the month, he was not here, but now Krampus has officially shown up. His eyes are glowing. You can even see that his feet are like hooves. Let's go home to the office. I have my official full review of the escape rooms and we'll talk about everything. Okay, so guys, we're back at home. Let's do a full little rundown and review and my thoughts about the Universal Studios Great Movie Escape. It's insane that like there's an actual escape room for Jurassic World and Back to the Future. I was nerding out the entire time. There's so many wonderful details in the Back to the Future escape room. Let's talk about the prices. It's gonna be $50 a person. There are annual pass holder discounts. If you wanna do like a little private party, right? You can invite, I believe, 6 to 8 people for $300, or let's just say 2 people wanted to go, right? You can still pay $300 for your own little private experience. It's gonna be interesting when it opens to the general public, because let's say, you know, Alice and I are going to the escape room, right? There'll be us 2 paired with 4 strangers. Some of the rooms are kind of claustrophobic and small. If you are kind of claustrophobic, this experience might not be for you. So you walk in, it's wonderful. You walk into this old vintage movie theater. The creative team has kind of captured that original heart and soul of the Universal company, right? They have like the old posters of Universal, way back in the day when they used to film on the back lot and all these like vintage posters. So they were kind of blending the original history, right, of Universal and their movies with blockbusters like Back to the Future and current day blockbusters like Jurassic World. So it was like this really cool timeline of like how Universal and cinema are connected, which I like dug. And the atmosphere is so cool because you feel like you're in a vintage movie theater. The aesthetic I love. So there's a bar in there. There's a bar downstairs. There's also a bar upstairs. You do not have to go to the escape rooms to visit the bar. You can literally just walk up and go to the bar. The cocktails are really cool because they're all themed to Back to the Future or Jurassic World. And the cocktails were all really good. Solid drinks. Every single team member in there was incredible. The whole lobby experience, I loved it. Now let's talk about the first experience that we had. We did the Back to the Future one first. I had high expectations, right? I want to be immersed in the movies, and I was, right? You truly feel like you are immersed. I'm not going to spoil any of the rooms for you. Let's just say you're in the Back to the Future trilogy, which is really cool. And like, I was over the moon being immersed in this world. One little spoiler, it's connected to the original Back to the Future ride at Universal Studios. I walked into this room and I just was like, oh my God, like it was so good. So I think if you're a hardcore Universal Studios fan or a Back to the Future fan, you're really gonna dig the Back to the Future escape rooms. Some of the rooms were better than others. Some of the puzzles were better than others. You could really tell that the creative team had a lot of care for the Back to the Future series and put in so many little nods and Easter eggs and evolved the stories that we know from the films, which is really cool. There really isn't too much new Back to the Future media, right? You had the original trilogy, the cartoon series, and then like the Telltale video game series and the rides. So this is kind of a continuation of some of those stories. I'm just gonna say that. It had a wonderful charm to it, a very 90s Universal charm. I don't think it's for everyone, because if you've never seen Back to the Future, or if you're not like a fan of Back to the Future, I think you be kind of confused on like what you're walking into. If you've seen the films, you'll appreciate the world that you are in. You go room to room to room to room. You're going through a story, not like a normal escape room where you're just kind of like locked in a room. Maybe you unlock another room for like an hour and then you eventually get out. You're like going through a story. I don't want to spoil it for you, but it's really cool. The Back to the Future thing, I dug. If you're a fan, you gotta go do it. Then let's talk about the Jurassic World one, right? This one, there's not as many Easter eggs and it's a very different vibe than the Back to the Future one. It's like yin and yang. They're like two totally different experiences. The best way to describe the Jurassic World experience is like, if you've ever seen the Netflix show Camp Cretaceous, the Jurassic World show, it's kind of like you're living through like the first 2 seasons. That's the best way to kind of describe it. But there were some wonderful moments that I was pleasantly surprised. There were some moments where I got scared and I was cursing in an escape room. The puzzles were hard. If you are a hardcore escape room person, it'll challenge you. I had such a fun time with my team. We had a lot of fun working together and getting through the experience. I just want to say, like, Universal Creative, you guys did amazing. Thoroughly impressed. I was really nervous going into the experience. Like, I think I'm gonna pull this off. I cannot wait to go back again with Allison to see her experience it and to see some of the different puzzles that we missed out on. But I highly suggest going to these new escape rooms. This new version of an escape room experience is gonna be very successful, and I'm excited for the future, right? I would love to do like a Ghostbusters one or a Jaws escape room or an ET one. I don't know. There's like, the sky's the limit with like what they could do. Let me know down in the comments your thoughts about the escape room. Will you be going? It's like booked out for like the next week or two, so people are going. And sorry about the audio for this video. The microphone again was giving me trouble. I don't know what's going on, so the audio was kind of all over the place. I lost like half the audio. Huge shout out to Universal for inviting me out. It's always great going to these little media events to kind of talk with other different content creators, because we're like the diehard fans who experience this stuff together, and we all had a blast. I do suggest free gaming at the bar and then going into the escape room. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Join the family.
We love the family!
Because I'm gonna keep you up to date on all things Universal Studios and theme parks. I'll see y'all very soon.
Great Scott!
Hey, no, no, hey, no.
What's going on here? Pens, nail filers, wrinkle release, French lavender, toothpicks.